Today we're going to be taking a look at the Missing Link Arcee. I'm super excited to finally get a hold of these. I actually ended up getting the cartoon version first, which is this one right here, which is the cartoon stickers on this one. Let's see, there's a sticker inside there, whereas this is the prototype form, or like prototype form. So essentially, if this had been released with G1 like it originally was planned to be released, then it would have been, this is the mold we would have gotten. So, and then that is this box. You can see the boxes are pretty much identical, they're pretty much identical except for the differencing. You can see there's no difference in everything like that. So I mean, they're pretty cool. So we'll take a look. We'll take a look at the prototype form first, and for the most part, they're identical. They are identical molds, just color schemes. It does have the Autobot logo, as you guys can see, and there is the Autobot logo. So it does have that, which is what all G1 toys had back in the day, which I think is really cool. Now, what is interesting about this particular Missing Link is the fact that this toy, they originally were going to do it. I was always under the impression, I grew up in the 80s, I was always under the impression that there wasn't a G1 Arcee. I just never seen it. And I was like, well, it must have been one of those super rare figures that was only ever released like in Japan or something like that. But no, they actually did do it. They did a prototype of it, which is what this one is, but they never released it. And so with the Missing Link line, well, now we can release it. And I think that is that's super cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. And you can see right there, it comes with basically a plain white gun. This is for the prototype version. Then you can see right there, we've got the pink one, which is for the animated colors. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys the transformation. And the transformation is very, very simple. Basically, you want to start it off with just pushing this down. Now be very careful, because when I got my copy, it was actually kind of stiff. And then you want to take just pop this part up. Pop this up, and it's going to lift up. And you just want to lift it up, and you want to lift it up. Now, you can bring it all the way down, but don't bring it all the way down yet. Then you want to come here, and you might need a spudger to pop this out. But what you want to do is you want to get the arm to release. So once you get the arms release, the legs pretty much come unreleased. Now, you can do this step now, or you can do it later. You want to just straighten out the toes. There are heel spurs. You are going to need a spudger for that. So they are in there. They're in there. They're extremely tight. They've loosened up a bit because I have transformed it a couple of times already. So you will need a spudger. So once you get that released, now you want to take the leg and you want to pop it just like that. You just want to pop it so it's in place. Bring this up, and it's gonna do this kind of folding. I'm gonna show you guys here. See how it does that little folding. But then once that's in, you want to lift this piece up, and it's gonna pop. And you want to lift it up like this. And it's gonna come straight down, lock into place, and then you can bring this up and lock it in. And then there you go. You have the prototype Arcee, and she doesn't really sit very well on here, but she's very articulated. You basically have almost 360. It does get stopped by this. You do have outward movement, but that's mainly for transformation. There's no articulation. It's just basically your standard Hasbro fist circled in there. And even though these are done by Takara, but it's kind of the same thing. You do have screw holes right there. It has no waist or anything like that due to transformation, but you do get all this. You do get outward, but you got to kind of turn the leg in, and so you can do the full splits. You can do the full splits, full Monty. You got full knee bend like that. So you got full knee bend, and then you do have ankle up, down, and you have side to side and stuff like that. And you can have her hold gun in her hand just like that. So she can hold the gun, and she can hold her gun same way. You don't want to have her holding the gun. You can store it on the back here, and you can store it in vehicle mode as well. So, and she's got the same range of articulation. The one thing on this one, this doesn't feel like it wants to pop in. It feels like it's not. I can show you guys. I mean, it has a gap, but like this, it feels like it's going to pop out. So I don't really know. It is on like a pin, but yeah. So you put stickers on. I'll show you guys sticker placements. If you have like a tweezer, it makes it a lot easier. But you basically, it covers up the screw holes. I did put the Autobot logo on it. It's unfortunately it's a little bit to the side, but it is what it is. And then you got the kind of like chest or like belly kind of like detail. And then you do have these on the top. which is, you know, that's more for vehicle mode and stuff. And you know, and then you got the feet stickers. And then you've got the head sculpts. So you look at the head sculpts. Honestly, I like this head sculpt obviously better because this is the cartoon, this is what I remember seeing. Whereas this one, this is what like we would have got for G1, and we would have got this, and we would have been like, that's not that's typical G1 figure, that we're gonna get it, and it's not gonna have any, you know, doesn't look like the cartoon, you know, kind of thing. That's kind of how G1 is, you know. So it's kind of a cool little. I like them. They're definitely gonna go on my shelf, and it also has kind of like, you know, you can also bend the knee that way. It's just kind of you can also bend the knee that way, which is kind of goofy. But again, it's G1 toy, and that's kind of how it goes. It's interesting because now we can get figures, unreleased figures, through this Missing Link line. And the only other one that I can think of that we know for sure that was going to be made was that Unicron figure. I mean, there's no G1 Unicron figure, but it was supposed to be like a ball with like a head and arms and legs, but it was just the planet. There's a Super 7 figure of that out that you can obviously purchase. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is a really cool. I think they're really cool. They're really posable, and they do stand. You can stand them up. So yeah, guys, I got nothing much more to say about these. They're great. I do. These are like this is almost like I consider this like a G1 Holy Grail. Like, I almost didn't open them. I almost didn't open these because I was like, oh, these are like G1 toys, and these might be worth something. But again, if I really wanted to keep one in the box, I can always just order another one. If I were to order another one, I would probably order. This is my book of card. They do come with cards. Yeah, so there are the cards right there, and I do put all of my third-party Takara cards in a folder. So that's what you get. And then that's the back of the card, just kind of basic details of the figure, and it is in Japanese. You get an instruction booklet, and you also do get the little red decoder, which you can use on the back of the box to get that. So I think that is actually a really, really cool. But yeah, guys, that's my look at the Missing Link Arcee CO7 and CO8. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, you guys check out this one right over here. And as always, guys, until next time.